And we're back.
Hello.
Our hero of destiny. After being told that all he was getting for doing what he just did was a fucking bridge, our hero heads north.
Heads into the forest to die.
Yeah. Quite a giga swarm.
Yep, so that's a Giga Swarm. In case anyone's wondering. In case you ever thought in your life, what is a Giga Swarm? It's that.
Yeah. So, what is it?
That.
Okay. Is there any like rhyme or reason for any of the enemies in this game?
You'll see a lot of wolves.
But I mean, is there a reason? Apart from the destruction of the world, I guess that's they always say in these games, there's some sort of catastrophe and there's monsters, but they never explain where any of the monsters come from, what the hell they are.
If I were to take apart this story, I could come up with an explanation, but that would ruin it for certain people if I did.
Okay, we'll draw a line under that and leave it for the last episode.
Yes, I'll explain it all then. My hope is you'll forget this question by then.
So, Red Mage leveled up, Black Mage.
Everyone leveled up.
So are they all got the same level up ratio as well?
Yes.
Right. So there's no difference between the classes there.
Not really. No.
Nope.
Yeah, I kept all the flashes for the random encounters in just to show people there's a lot of random encounters in this game. Now, Mark, a riddle is about to be told to you, and you decipher it. Fippa over Fip Epric Bina starts. Tracks.
It's over. It's how many times you have to do stuff?
No. Anyway, this is.
No, I really do for it.
There's a witch who's looking for her crystal heart. She has somehow run into something when there was nothing there. That's how bad she can't see her crystal heart. It's not regular behind her, she's actually hitting things that aren't there.
So is this the room with the backwards talking room?
Well, that was the riddle that Mark did.
Right.
The second guy in the room is talking backwards. He's saying start, sir.
Okay.
He's not saying electric DNA traits.
I didn't think he was saying that. I was trying to work out what he was saying.
Potions, always use those.
Yes. If you actually press start circle in the game on the world map, you get a world map. That's what they say.
Gotcha.
I never use that and I get lost several times.
Maybe you should have used the map.
Yeah. Never!
Never, I've got a feeling it's this way, right? Yeah, I've been here before.
I've been in defeat.
I wouldn't ask for direction.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that one.
I know random encounters.
How does downing work and stuff like that? Like,
if you are knocked out, you can only be revived with a life spell, which you won't get until quite late in the game, or by going to a temple.
right, so you really don't want to get down.
No. This game is not.
The temple's far and few between.
Temples are in towns.
A town's far and few between.
New enemy! A wolf! And a different coloured goblin.
A goblin guard. So it's just a palace walk, isn't he?
He does the exact same goddamn thing. He's just as pathetic as his goblin brother.
Not having too much trouble with these guys though.
No, I'm not. This will change a bit later on. When I get to the Peninsula of Power!
Sounds
epic.
powery and peninsulary.
It is. I didn't even go 2 steps.
Man,
And I somehow jumped all the way over there.
Fuck it, we're just going there. Oh, what's this?
And my thief has been killed off screen.
Oh well. Is that why you cut that part out?
Yes. He was hit by a meteorite. It wasn't due to pure playing, I assure you. Oh, can you hit something?
Is this you on your way back to a town or pushing forward to a town?
I'm trying to get to Provoca? I can't remember. Provocia. Begins with a P. This is about the point I think I'm fucked. I'm running the fuck away before I die.
Oh, you got away though.
I go away.
Is this a game where you sometimes lose items if you run?
No. But running away is quite difficult.
Right.
Anyway, we've reached this rather nice town.
Do you always have to have a fighter in your squad?
No.
Okay.
No, you can make any combination you like.
You can, yeah. A donation of 80... Oh, fuck you, old man.
What are you talking about? I'm a priest, don't you know?
Okay. Get on me.
He actually summoned some angels.
Yep,
That's pretty crazy for 80 gold.
it is.
That's a bargain.
No.
Is that just a spell you learn later?
You do learn life a bit later on, quite a bit later on in the game, and you only get resurrected with 1 health.
Yeah, this is hardcore shit.
This is hardcore.
This is the first, you know.
And you only come back with 1 health, and I, stupidly, don't actually buy the life spells for quite a long time. So there are points. Anyway, who are these fuckers?
Who's this dodgy character?
Say, I'm a pirate. My name's Beak.
Yeah, respect Beak.
Beak. Go get him, boys. Because I had the audacity to talk to me. And yeah, this
Oh,
is...
it's quite right.
Oh, this is
There's
fair.
fucking lot of pirates.
I remember on the NES version, this one was a bit of a pain.
It's almost all of them will go down in 1 hit. Yes.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Casting.
Casting, yes.
I'm waiting
This-
while everyone hits me, and then I'll cast my spell.
Yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah, they don't take a whole lot to kill these things. Really, it's the first turn. If they gang rape you on the first turn, you die. If not, they're quite easy. Because they don't do a whole lot, there's just a lot of them. And this is about the point so. But this is kind of a problem with the game because it's very slow.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I mean, there's only been 2 turns.
Is it often the case where you're just massively outnumbered?
Oh yes, there are several encounters when there are about 9. A bit of the later on in the game, the Black Mage will be your crowd control. You'll learn a lot of spells which aim basically nuke the entire party. But at this point, no. Anyway, we beat his men. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Don't do bad from now on, I swears. Take me boat.
Just take it. Please don't fight me. Don't make me be a boss battle or anything cool.
Yeah,
Just take my shit.
Just take me fucking boat. So we got a boat.
Yeah, that's pretty much the easiest boat I've ever gotten in an RPG, I think.
Yeah. Ah, there was a seamless jump cut there, and we've all healed. Anyway, I have the boat now. I am meandering. Watch me meander.
So, did we ever find out the name of this town?
It's that provoker. It would say it when we walked in, but we weren't paying attention.
Ah.
Anyway, we have a boat.
Okay, let's do more grinding now.
Now I'm just searching here. Okay, what I'm doing here is if you hold the X button and press the circle button about 50 times, this happens.
What is this?
There is a secret tile puzzle game that you can actually get quite a lot of gil and useful items early game if you do this.
Was this in the original?
Yes.
It was?
Yeah.
I'll be damned. I had no idea this even existed.
Yeah.
It's a pretty well hidden though.
Yeah, it's a good little Easter egg. Now, a lot of speedrunners use this game to because you can get about 10,000 gil if you do it well, which allows you to buy a lot of items really early on and be really good. I suck at this game. As you may be able to tell by my complete lack of skill I'm portraying here.
Well, you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
So you have to, yeah. I can see you basically have to get them in order. And I always really hated these kinds of sliding tile puzzles.
Yeah.
That's
Some people are really good at them. I'm not.
yeah. I think you just have to have the
So
brain
did you
for
actually
it.
complete in the end, or did you give?
I give up at some point. At some point in the future, I just say fuck it. I showed you it was here. Yeah, fuck this. I'm done.
Oh well, try it.
Yeah.
15 puzzle, is that a reference, or is the...
That's the name of that kind of puzzle.
Okay.
Anyway, I've gone back into town. It's did anyone catch that?
Barbosa?
Barbosa. And I am meandering again. That's a
How
good
about
walk.
buying some stuff?
Okay, I'm buying something. Oh, I'm looking at what they have.
What are you buying?
I'm buying the Steel spell,
Okay.
which is a useful little spell. It raises the attack. This is one of the useful spells in the game.
Okay. What about slow? Is that any good? No? I
No.
guess not because you're not buying it.
Not really, because a lot of bosses are immune to it, and when you're fighting a group of enemies, slow isn't that useful.
Because it's only a single target.
Yeah, I'll explain how slow and haste works a bit later. Anyway,
Haste always seemed like an incredibly useful spell to have.
haste is probably the most useful spell in this game.
Ah.
No, I'm not going on the ship, I'm going east. I'm going east!
Any particular reason? Finally?
I'm heading to the Peninsula of Power!
Oh.
I will explain what that is. Okay. A lot of Final Fantasy games actually have this. What it is because of how random encounters are generated in these games, sometimes you'll get a tiny area on a map where it overlaps with another area. So you are able to fight enemies that are far stronger than you early game, and will give you a lot of experience points. And this is one of them. This is the Peninsula Power. This gives me access to enemies that I shouldn't have access to until probably the last fifth of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite high up, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm making a
Yeah, but isn't it going to be really hard for you to fight these creatures?
yes, this will be very hard for me to beat these things. But if you beat them, you'll gain a shit ton of evidence and a lot of gil. So here's some gil giants.
Okay.
So, okay. These guys look kind of interesting.
Yep.
A bit like Dulcie.
That'll see him after the steroids kick in.
Green Dulcie after steroids.
Yeah, as you can tell, these guys are doing considerably more damage than anything I've fought up until this point.
That black mage is so dead.
And they have... Yeah, these things have about 300 health. Maybe not 300, maybe 100 and something. I can't quite remember what they have.
Ouch. Ouch again.
Yeah. So, yeah, these guys are tough, and my thief, who is pretty useless.
Do you any way of, like, upping your damage at this point, like some kind of hyper mode?
As I said, I bought the steel spell earlier, which allows me to increase the strength of a person. So I've only got my thief now.
It's not looking too great.
It's not looking too great. My thief can do 1 damage to this. Oh, 12. Maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope at this point.
Not bloody likely.
No, I got the white. Anyway, eventually I fought something. Eventually I did come across an enemy I could beat. The Necrotor. And my Black Mage and my Fighter managed.
Wow. Got it.
And I got 1,000 experience and 2,100 gil.
Alright, so I'm guessing those two leveled up quite a bit.
I'll show it. They both go up by about 3 levels. So yeah, as I'm showing off now, yeah, they've gone up to level 7.
Alright, so are you gonna do that some more?
And
or?
so I grinded.
Okay. So now what do we have?
Well, now my characters are all level 15. Eventually, past me will show off. They've been pimped out with better equipment.
Alright, Mithril. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. And I bought some better spells and the haste spell, the most useful spell in the game.
Double attacks before the enemy does, I imagine.
When you hit an enemy, you'll get your number above the player's head that will either say 1, 2, 3, or 4 hits. You can go up to like 12, I believe. Haste increases the number of hits on an enemy, so it can triple your damage output. So that's pretty useful. Anyway, new enemies.
Oh, second chief.
As you can see, my guys.
Wow, he didn't last long.
Yeah, my guys have now become massively overpowered. They mean
I've been growing taller as well.
Yeah. Well, they haven't grown tall. What are you talking
It
about?
looks like that.
They're on the ship. They're wearing high heels. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Yep, that was an encounter.
Yep. So this bit I originally remember is quite long if you go through it the standard way. It takes quite a while to get through it.
Yeah.
It's quite tough at this point.
It is, but since I have massively over-leveled my characters, this is not really a challenge to me anymore. And yep, we're welcome to Elfheim.
Elfheim, where the infamous tombstone is. I think they changed it in this game.
But then they changed it back.
Oh really? So is it actually? So basically, in this town, there's a gravestone that says, "Here lies Link."
No, that's not what it originally was.
Really?
That's
What
what,
did it
that's
say
what they
originally?
changed it to. We'll find out in a second.
No.
And I'll explain what it means.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Easter egg.
Okay.
Okay. Here lies Edric.
May Edric rest in peace.
Edric.
R.I.P.
Edric is the hero from the Dragon Quest games.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, he was the hero in Dragon Quest 3. He's mentioned in Dragon Quest 1. So a more cynical person would say, is Final Fantasy saying that Dragon Quest is dead now because we've come along?
Actually, I think it's probably the opposite. It's some kind of bitter message. Because, like, Dragon Quest was incredibly popular.
Yeah.
And Square were kind of going downhill. And basically this was kind of one of their last shots. Of like, the guy who made this game was quitting and Square was closing down. And it was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll just do this one last game and it saved the company.
Yeah, it is true. That's why the game is called Final Fantasy, because it was supposed to be the creator, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Come back to me on that.
It's Sakaguchi.
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
I think.
It was supposed to be his last game, but it was so massively successful that he was actually had directive input up to 7, I think.
Actually, I think he was director. Well, I don't know. He was director on 12. That's when he left. He was directing Final Fantasy 12,
Anyway,
but he left kind of halfway through the development of that game.
and that's why it had problems. Anyway, some arsehole called Astos has apparently kicked the door in and put a curse on the prince of the elves. So now he cannot be king.
Because he's
I
is
see.
he in a coma?
He's a Sid.
Can't you just heal him?
No, we don't know. We don't have anything. We don't have magic power enough for that. So, yeah, my guys. Let's go this way for no reason.
Ah,
New
a
enemy,
cobra!
New enemy. It's a snake, isn't that? Oh, it's dead.
Wow, that was an interesting fight.
That was an interesting fight. Let's go back this way since I went the wrong way.
Okay, so I'm guessing you're going to see the dwarves next?
No, I'm going to the Western Keep.
Ah, okay.
Which, if I had been clever and talked to some people, I'd have found out was in the West. Which, to be fair, I often suspected that the Western Keep would be in the West. It makes sense. Anyway, ogres, we got health and they hit hard, but I hit harder.
So it's nothing really done through like. It's the only kind of story events bits where you go to the main castle. It's like you go to the main castle, go to this place and kill the bad guy there.
To a degree. You generally find out what you're supposed to do from villages. That's true.
Yeah, it's basically you have to just talk to everyone, I think, and then you'll get the blimey.
That's a new guy.
Oh, do these guys do poison?
Yes, they do. Does every other palette swap of this enemy do poison? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a lot of spiders in. Spiders really have a kind of staple RPG.
Yeah, this.
Haven't fought rats yet, though.
And
Oh, you know, there hasn't been a shoe yet either, so. I'm sure
there are no rats in this game.
Really?
No. Unless you think the goblins are rats. They're pretty ratish, to be honest. Anyway, we won. Da-da-da. So yeah, west.
Yes, west is that way.
West is that way. Damn it, past me, and what directions are?
Okay.
There are a lot of random encounters in this game, and they are pretty tedious.
Okay, finally here.
Alright, made it to the Western Sea.
Ooh, I like this music.
Let's go for the music first. Hey, who are you?
Hey, who are you, scary man?
It's taken all the way belong to this castle. Oh, that also Astos again. Alright. Seems reasonable.
So this
So you
castle.
have to get the crown to restore the castle
It makes sense.
in order for the prince
To wake up.
to wake up so he can roll you off his kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
What part of this don't you understand?
Okay, I'm keeping up. I'm keeping
It
up.
all makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, you played through it already.
Yeah, these villains in a lot of these old fantasy stories are kind of dickish. How, like, you know, the witch from Sleeping Beauty just like came and cursed Sleeping Beauty and then just left. Just like, why do you do that? Who does that?
She did
Who
it.
just comes and curses someone.
It's over. Anyway, she did it because she wasn't invited to the party. And that's the end of part 2. See you later, everyone.
See ya.
Ciao. Next up, we'll be in the Marsh Cave.